Hi all, this is Melanie Brumner coming to you. It's been a while since I did a video, and I thought maybe I would reach out and show everybody that I'm still here and I've been working hard doing a few things. Today I thought I would talk to you about this new site that I've been playing around on. It's called Storyjumper. I write children's stories, and I've been trying to illustrate them myself, but I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm okay, but I'm not a professional like my daughter, by no means. I've never gone through more than high school art class and whatnot. So I thought I wanted to do something that would be a little more, I don't know, colorful. And I've tried a few, I tried learning GIMP, I tried learning Photoshop, I tried a few other programs like that. And it was just too time consuming, and doing the layers, and it just was not my thing. So I ended up getting discouraged and walking away. But then I came across this Storyjumper, and at first I thought, maybe not, because it looked like I could only make 16 pages. But then I realized that I could make more. See, trusty over here, add page. And I started thinking more about it, and started watching some other people's videos, and they started showing places where they were finding free public domain images that they were using to make their own books. And their books were turning out pretty good. Now, they weren't using Storyjumper, but they were still giving me the idea that these images were not too bad. So if you put them all together properly, you might end up creating something that's pretty fun looking. So that was my intention. So here I am, and I am on page 17 of this book I'm creating called A Present for Mom. I wrote this book, oh my goodness, probably 23 years ago, when my daughter was 3 years old. And I haven't been able to get it out there yet due to life circumstances, having 4 children. You know how it is. But here I am, and I think all things work out the way they should, because a few years ago this Storyjumper may not have been around, and wouldn't have been the right time for me to play around with it and get things going. So what I did buy Drag and Drop Illustrator, which is another program that is good for making kids books and whatnot. I personally didn't like it on my computer because it kept crashing and it wouldn't load all the images properly, and it was finicky for trying to figure out sizes and pixelation, and it was still a little more work than I really wanted to do. Drag and drop was fun, and I know a lot of people out there have enjoyed using the Illustrator. I've watched some of their videos on YouTube as well, but it would be my second choice probably after, if I hadn't found this. But as soon as I found this, that was the end. But with the Drag and Drop Illustrator, when you buy it, you also get a whole bunch of vector images and backgrounds that you can use for your books. So you don't have to spend hours and hours searching for them on these free sites. So I used those as a basis. As I was going through my pages, though, I would come across things like the butterfly and the bird that, weren't included in anything that was added here, because they do have a few things here, some images and stuff that they have in their program. if I didn't like anything there, or I couldn't find anything there, like I was looking for cleaning sponges and mops and stuff like that, and I didn't find them in here, and they weren't in my other collection either. So that's when I went to Pixabay, Pixabay.com, and publicdomainpictures.net, and my third choice is openclipart.org. Now, there are more than these three where you can get the public domain photos, and you don't have to say no attribution required, free for commercial use. I personally like pixabay.com the best because it's clean, straightforward. You've got lots of different things to choose from, and it's pretty well known. But between the three of these, I've been finding everything that I've been looking for. So along with, I don't think you need any others, but it's all up to you. It's your choice. There are other ones you could find and use. Just do public domain, just type a Google search and public domain images for commercial use, or just public domain images to use. You'll pop up with some of the sites. Just be careful though that when you are using these images that you are not copying or using it without permission. So make sure that it does say free for commercial use, or no attribution required, or or that there's no stipulations on it at all. So I load up a background, so let's do another one here. So the next stanza that I'm on is, place them nicely in the house all around. So this is going to be, my little girl is taking her flowers back inside and putting them all over the house. So we need to choose which kind of background we want to have. I have all these various ones for rooms of the house. I've used many of them already. Don't think I've used this one, so we could try using this one. I like to try and vary it up a little. See, got different rooms so they don't look so boring, and so you can tell that it's a different scene and she's doing different things throughout the house. Plus I'm writing these stories for ages 4 to 8 or 3 to 8, whatever, and at that age they are learning how to read themselves, so I like to try and keep things rhyming as well as not too hard for words. They like colors, they like lots of characters, they like to feel like they're in the story. Now right now is probably a good time for me to be doing this because I have a 7 and a 9-year-old at home, so I kind of run my stories and my scenes and whatnot through them. And if they want to, keep reading and they want me to click to the next page and whatever, then I know that I'm doing a pretty good job, and it'll go over well with, I would think, pretty well everybody else who's out there who's of the same age range. So, okay, sidetrack there. Here we are. Here's our room. So we're going to use this room. What kind of room should we make this? I already have a living room and a dining room, kitchen. What could we do? Maybe we should go back to kitchen. Should we go back to a kitchen then? Or not? See, sometimes this is really hard to think about because you have to put some thought into it and make everything cohesive, but at the same time you don't want everything looking like it's going to be the same thing over and over again. So alright, for the sake of this, I'll probably tweak it after I get done the video, but for the sake of this video, let's just add a few things. So go up to props and go looking for my little girl, and the more you add, the more you have to search through. Okay, and you just double click it or click it hard and it pops up here. So then you touch her again. The only thing I don't like about this program is the saving part is a little slow, and sometimes when you grab her and pull, she stays up here, or whatever image you're using will stay up in the corner, and then you got to try and click on it to make it, you know, disappear, and it doesn't always disappear because it's constantly finishing saying finish saving or saving, and it's a little bit slower than I would like. Now I don't necessarily know if that's the program itself or my computer. I do have a lot of stuff running on it right now, so it's possible it's that, so I wouldn't blame it on the program, but that's the only thing so far, excuse me, that I've been a little annoyed with, is wanting to delete things, and it just keeps clicking back to saving and not saving, and won't delete until you do it like 5 times. But no biggie. There's always a glitch or two in everything you do, and you know, just part of the way things work. So, okay, so now we've got our little girl, and I've stretched her to make her bigger. And now she is putting flowers everywhere. So let's go and find a table that I haven't used before. And I'm going to go to so here's all the images that I've got from the drag and drop Illustrator software, and I'm going to look for a little desk, or a little, should we do a desk? Yeah, let's do a desk. Let's make it an office, shall we? That's one room we haven't done in the house yet. So what kind of desk would we like? We have a desk face like this, or a desk roll top. Since this would be Mom's room, let's give her a roll top desk instead of a desk, slimy green desk. That would be more a kid's thing, or even a hell desk. Spaceship, interesting. Okay, so we'll just keep it traditional and do the roll top desk. And then you click on that, and there's a little, that, click out of there, it's here. And when you go to click that, it says, do you want it as a scene or a prop? So since I already have my background, I want it as a prop, I would click prop. What the difference is, besides putting it in the different folders, I could put it here or here, is it also does it size-wise. It will make it the right pixelation or resolution, so that when the book is put together, it doesn't look all grainy, and you know, that's, you don't want that. So, okay, so there's our desk. Click on it, put it in the corner. Where should we put it? Let's put it, see what I mean? It's doing the saving now, it's done the box. Okay, so we'll move it over here, shall we? And let's make it the right size. Should we have to turn it on angle? Okay. There we go. Turn it on angle so it, there. I don't know if that's the right angle, but you get the point. Okay, now we need a chair. Let's get a nice comfy chair. I do have chairs uploaded, but they're more kitchen chairs. We want an office chair. So back to our collection, And I do have chairs. If I don't have the right chair here, what I do, let's give her a, I have one of these too, so I'll give her one of those comfy chairs. And make it a prop. Saving, saving, saving. Come on. Go, pull it down here. Make it big. Too big. There we go. Okay, so now she needs to have a vase, doesn't she? I think I collected one of those earlier. Now this is a lot of work to get all these images, but it's just so addictive, and there's just so much out there, and your brain just, like, once it starts seeing one or two things, your brain, if it's anything like mine anyways, it just runs with it, and all of a sudden you've got like this whole storyline played out in your head, and you just can't get it down fast enough. Well, that's the way I am anyway. Everybody's got their own creative process. Now, I'm not sure how this one is going to work. Usually what you need to do is try and get them so that they have a transparent background, which that's why I like vectors, because they're usually made that way. This one may not. See, it doesn't. So what that's going to do is, see, I can't really use that. So what I need to do is go back and find flowers in a vase. No. Flowers in a vase. See, you got lots of flowers in a vase. Now, because I'm doing cartoon illustration, these real photos, as pretty as they may be, do not really work for me. They do not blend in with my look. So I need to find something that will. This would. Now I need to go and find the free download, and it's done. Okay. And let's pick some more just in case. I'm not quite sure if they will work. Sometimes you have to try them out. Let's try one or two more. See, most of these I don't think are vector graphs. Unfortunately, let's try clip art. Flowers in a vase. Oops. Okay, what do we got going on here? It's the one I already got last time, but see this one? This one doesn't have a background, and neither is this one. So they might work. And same with this one. So, like I said, I like to grab a few to mix and match, not to mention they're not going to be the only story I use them in. So, this site is great because you can do a big image, a medium image, or a small image, and a Microsoft Office file format or PDF. You can even edit the clipboard. So what I like to do is grab the big image. That way I get the best resolution as possible, because using Storyjumper, it'll just shrink it, and with their software when you click on the arrows and corners anyways. But if you use the best image resolution to begin with, then it makes it just stay crisp and clear no matter what size it is. And that way also, if you decided that one of your stories you wanted to use these as backgrounds as well, they would be okay, because it's a lot easier to shrink it for resolution, but not so much doing it for making it bigger. Not sure. That is okay. What was the other one? This was the last one, right? I don't want to get too boring on you. So we'll stick with these. Go back to here. See if we can't bring one of those out and use them. Okay, shall we do this one? Let's try that one first. We'll see if this works. Now it may or may not be a vector. It may just have a white background. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to rethink this. But we will see how it works. Oh good, it is a vector image. So there we go. This is my example here. It did what I was telling you about earlier. See, I dragged it over, but for some reason it didn't move. It just created a copy. Still not quite sure why it does that. So now I gotta go back here and click on this and hit the garbage. But it doesn't always do it. It did it this time, as well as opening up another thing. But it doesn't usually, I mean, it doesn't always do it. I found though that when I hit the garbage can on the top of the lid, it's been doing it more than not. I don't know if that's just something that happened, but anyway. So here we go. So I would probably add picture frame and stuff like that now too. There's other decorations that I have in my folders. I don't want to spend too much of your time. It's already been 23 minutes for this, and I don't want you to get bored. But you get the idea. I wanted you to get the idea. So then you want to do text. Let's do text. I'll show you how to do that. You can pick different ones, but I always do this one because then I can resize it and it's no background or anything. So I want to change. I've been using Chewy 28 and place them nicely in the house all around. So then you can make it bigger, smaller, or you know, you can stretch it as far as it'll go. I don't know why this is not getting rid of that. No, I guess it likes it to be a certain size to get rid of the scrolly things for whatever reason. Don't know why, but anyways, there we go. You get the idea. I'm going to, sorry, move this. Don't want this quite over there because it's not centered properly. It needs to look all right. So there you go. You get the idea? So look, it's a cute little picture, and you can add the different layers, just add things one on top of the other. If you do find you want to change something, and when you go and click on something, it is underneath the other thing because the other thing was put on first or whatnot, all you do is just delete that and do it again so that it reverses the which went first, so that one can go on the other, if you know what I mean. Sorry, words are failing me here. So yes, and then after you were done this, 16 pages is what their baseline story is. If you want to have it printed like as your own, if you want to see after this, I'm going to put this on CreateSpace. So I want this as a PDF. So I pay $2 for the completed PDF, and I download it to my computer, and then I can take that PDF and upload it to my CreateSpace account and put it into a physical book. This comes as only one size though, so it's a 6x8 landscape. That in CreateSpace is a custom trim, so I found you don't really have to pay extra for it. You just have to make sure that you choose that and type it in, because otherwise, when you're going to upload it and format your book, it will tell you that it's not the right size and it won't look right and all that. So, but that's all simple. That's CreateSpace is a whole nother tutorial. So the reason why I go to CreateSpace, one, they give you a free ISBN number when you use their publishing house. Two, if you have it 24 pages and not 16 here, you can have it distributed to bookstores and whatnot around the world. And three, for a 24-page full-color book, it's only $3.65. Here, a 16-page book is $12.95, and it's 50 cents extra for every page after that. So for this being a 24-page book, it would cost me $14.95, or is it 25 cents a page? Sorry, 25 cents a page after. So it would cost me $14.95 just for a base fee. So $14.95, $3.65. You know, if you're going to sell it, that's your profit right there. The difference between $3.65 and $14.95. Like, so you can't really make very much profit on the $14.95 as you can on the $3.65. And if it only costs an extra $2, then, you know, where were we? Yes, so the profit margin. So now you know why I use CreateSpace. Then also with CreateSpace, you can send it to Amazon Kindle, as well as selling the physical products. So that takes care of two avenues right there. And with the PDF that you get with Storyjumper, you can also sell on your own site as well, if you'd like. What happened? I lost everything. What's going on? This happened to me before too, and I didn't know what went on. Anyway, I'll wrap up now, and I will just say that once you get it done, you just save and close, and then you can pay your $2 and get it emailed to you or download it right there. I haven't done it yet. And go to CreateSpace and go from there and get your work out into the world and get back here and make another one, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed this and I didn't ramble on too much. I encourage you to come here and play around and make your own story. And I will see you next time.